Music in UCD is one of the most exciting things you can obviously study at university, and there are many different ways of doing it. In our programs, you can either take a BMus or you can take a BA, or there's also a BAH in music, film and drama. We focus on aspects of music culture and how to critique music from a historical point of view, from an analytical point of view. We also look at musics of the world through ethnomusicology, also composition and performance. I think studying music in UCD is very appealing because we have quite a small community and we kind of work together an awful lot. A lot of the programs that we have feed into each other, that we often study historically pieces of music that we would maybe do also with the choir or the orchestra. So there's a sense of community between the staff and the students, and we have that kind of sense of collaborativeness that kind of results in our performances and our public lectures and obviously our teaching as well. It's a great place to get a very kind of comprehensive background in music that maybe later on you might specialise from a scholarly point of view or from a performative point of view. I've
always been really musical. I kind of didn't know exactly what I wanted, but I knew that it was something I was so passionate about. UCD was the only college I was ever really interested in as well. It's been such a blast the whole time that I've been here. I've enjoyed every single second of it. One
of the big challenges we have in teaching music in UCD is people come in with very, very different levels of music literacy. So in the early stages, we try to give them a really strong foundation in music theory and the ideas of how you write about music, how you listen to music. And then you apply those skills with greater depth as you go through different stages. And then when you get to the third year, the focus is more on the research topics of our staff. So they would bring their own specialised research into the classroom at the later stages of the degree.
Like, there's a real mixture of people on the course. There's people that are like me, that have just taught themselves the whole way up. And then there's people that have been doing grades since before they could talk. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but I found that with the guidance of the team in the music department, you just take to it like a duck to water.
I think when you come in first year, we kind of have a more soft approach, that we introduce people to concepts that you will be taking further in music. If you don't have a major background with music literacy, you haven't played an instrument or studied music to any kind of a high level, then we bring you into a musicianship course that will then prepare you for a music theory course that will run right for the next 2 years. Students have a fairly obvious path in the music industry. I mean, obviously people go into things like music teaching, composition, performance, but it's also a very good foundation for other types of artistic endeavours. Like things like music production. Media would be a very common one. People look into things like publishing, working for cultural institutions where there are performances, a lot of people who do work online. So there are a lot of ways you can use the music degree as a foundation for other things. We have a deep love of music and we want you to engage with it, and we want to share our love and our excitement about music with you. And if you have that kind of a passion, and it could be for music, it could be other aspects of culture and the arts generally, then we definitely want to hear from you, and we want you to be involved all your way through the course.
All of us in the music department we're quite close, and we're also really close with the lecturers. Like, you really do get to know the lecturers really well, and I've met like some of my very best friends on this course, and they're friends that I'm definitely going to have for life.